Hey guys, so we're back with more element readings. This is for the second half of January 2025. Of course, as always, these element readings, I do focus them on relationships. So this is a relationship forecast for the second half of January. Now, these are general readings. So they may not apply to everyone. I do encourage you guys to look at all of your placements. So if you're looking only in your sun, which is what we mostly identify as our element, as our not our element, but our zodiac sign, we usually identify that with our sun sign. But if that doesn't resonate with you, go and check out your moon, your rising, and maybe even your Venus, because I find sometimes a lot of us, especially when it comes to relationships, we identify more with our Venus sign. So keep that in mind. So yeah, go check out if you have a Venus sign and a certain, element, go check that out and see if maybe that resonates with you more if this one does not. Okay. So if you don't know what that is, if you are uncertain of what those are, you can easily look them up. Every one of these readings, I always give you guys advice to go check out a couple different websites. Astrology.com, Cafe Astrology, those are good ones. You can get your whole charts done on those for free. So go check them out. And that way you have them and you can see which one of these readings fits you better. Okay. But again, sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's missed, because I do try to gear these readings to someone specific who will hear my readings. So, yeah. And not everything in the reading will apply to you. Sometimes there are multiple people who are being spoken to in these readings. So keep that in mind too. So one thing might apply to you, but another won't. So kind of just take whatever applies to you and leave the rest for someone else. Okay. All right. So this reading here, let's jump in. This is for our water signs. Okay. So that is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Again, since this is a relationship one, check and see if where your Venus lays, what sign your Venus falls under, because that might relate a little bit more if this doesn't match any of your others. Okay. So just a thought. But yeah, really any of your placements, this could apply to you. Whatever the spirit, my spirit guide feels is going to reach you the best. So if this message is meant for you, I do feel like it will find you. And if it does, please drop me a message and let me know. Give me some insight. I would love to get your feedback if this is registering with you. Okay. All right. So water signs. What do we have here? I feel like I feel like you're at an end of a relationship. Okay. This is whoever this water sign is. I feel like you're at an end of a relationship. And I don't feel like this was a very balanced relationship by any means. I feel like it was a very imbalanced connection, with your partner. The first spot here, if you look here where we have the Four of Cups and the star, on this particular layout, that is your message from your higher self, okay, from your 5D to your 3D, okay. This is kind of that subconscious messaging, okay. This is coming from your subconscious. This is what things you might not be aware of, but your inner self is trying to tell you. And this inner message, I feel you're being told to take a step back from something, from a relationship. You're being told to take a step back from a relationship. I feel that there is, you really need to reassess you're really needing to reassess some things in your life. This is not a relationship that you're thriving in by any means. And again, I keep feeling imbalance. I feel like I feel off balance. I feel like I'm a top and I'm off balance. That's what's kind of, I'm physically feeling off balance. And I do feel like there is a power imbalance in your connection with your current partner. And I do feel like you are someone who is currently in a relationship and I don't feel like this is a good one. Okay. I don't think it's horrible. I don't feel like you're in an abusive relationship necessarily, but it's just not, it's not right. There's trouble in paradise. There's definitely a lot of trouble here. I've got a lot of clarifying cards here. I see you having an awakening, realizing this isn't where you need to be. You're not happy about it. I feel like you've invested some time in it. I don't feel like this is I feel like it's possible that this relationship has been going on for at least a year, maybe. And you're just kind of like, there are just things in your relationship you just have not been able to overcome. Just there are some obstacles that can't be overcome. Okay. And for some reason you're hesitating getting out of this, and I don't know really why. I think it goes back to that power imbalance. I feel like, I feel like maybe you might be very dependent on this person. So, if you're married, for instance, and maybe if you're in a bad marriage, a marriage that's ending, and maybe you're a stay-at-home spouse, or maybe you've been unemployed. I keep feeling unemployed. It's possible you've been unemployed. Maybe you've lost your job or something recently, and you've been depending on this person quite a bit. And I feel like maybe that might be where this power imbalance is coming from, is you don't feel like you're on the same page, And I don't know if you're still unemployed, but I feel like maybe you had been at some point, and yeah, you just never caught up. We're never really on the same page, and maybe this person is resentful. I feel like maybe your partner's kind of resentful of having to carry you or something for a while, even though that's not really accurate of description of what they've been doing necessarily. I feel like we all do our own part and such, but I know it can feel like you're a burden, even if you're not. Even if you're doing everything, you could literally be keeping the house completely spotless and having meals on the table and doing everything, balancing books and everything for the home. And some people will still feel like they aren't doing enough. Even though you're killing yourself. So that's what I kind of feel like. I don't know. I just feel like maybe there's some unappreciated. You're being underappreciated, and there's a lot of coldness in this relationship. There's a lot of indifferences. Listen to me. And I just feel like there's a barrier you can't overcome. You just can't overcome this at all. It's not a good relationship. It's not a healthy one. Is what I'm feeling here. And it does feel like it's coming to an end, whether you like it or not, or whether anybody else needs it. But I feel like you're the one who really needs to clean this up and move on. You need to find someone who respects you. And I don't feel like your partner respects you at all. The second position here, we've got, this is our relationship. I feel like maybe your partner is very charismatic. This is someone who is, there was a lot of passion in the relationship. I do feel like there was a lot of passion in the relationship. But again, I feel like there is an imbalance because this person is very driven, kind of like, I don't want to say sugar daddy level, but I feel like this person is the one who had the money in the relationship. And again, that imbalance is coming, and it does revolve around financial stuff. this person's hard worker. This person is, making a lot of money, and there is just this imbalance, and maybe you're not, and you just don't feel like you fit in. I guess, does that make sense? Oh God, that sounds so weird. Sounds so awful. But yeah, there's just, I don't know. But this person is a lot of fun. Either it was fun while it lasted type scenario. I feel for some of you guys, is it possible there could have been a marriage? Yes, but others, I feel like there isn't. I feel like this person was like kind of like a fun time. Maybe somebody you met and you like to go on vacations with, because I do pick up a lot of vacationing, and like this person had money, this partner has money. You guys are from two different worlds though. Like, yeah, this person is very driven in career, very, so on and so forth. And you guys just are not on the same page. But yeah, it was fun. This person is definitely somebody you had a lot of fun with. Again, I keep seeing vacations, globe-trotting vacations, doing everything, probably like first class type stuff. But again, there's an imbalance, and I don't think this person ever let you forget that. Does that make sense? Again, I don't feel like you have the money that this person does. And even if you're not broke, even if you do have a job, you don't make the kind of money they do, and they don't let you forget it. That's just what's coming to my mind. I do just feel like this is a lesson you have to learn, like sometimes, fun and exciting doesn't equate to a good relationship. Sometimes fun and exciting is just fun and exciting, and is only meant to be in your life for a moment, a season, to teach you a lesson, and it's time to move on, to grow from that and move on. And I do feel like the encouragement of your spirit guide, I'm feeling the spirit telling me that you need to embrace this change and let it go. Just let it go. I know it's exciting. This person was exciting, probably had very hot, intimate relationships, because the King of Wands is definitely there. He's a very passionate person. But I don't feel like this person ever treated you the way that you should be treated. I feel like this person treated you as a fun time person, whether you're male or female. I was going to say fun time gal, but you could also be a guy. So like, I don't want to put gender on here, but this person just basically saw you as a good time, and not a long term. Like, you're the person, they saw you as the person they have fun with, and not the person they marry. And that is not acceptable. Okay. Don't let anybody treat you like that. Okay. Don't allow people to treat you like that. You are worth more than that. Okay. I'm just telling you, that's from me. Okay. That's from Busy. Okay. That's Busy telling you that you are worth more than that. Don't accept shitty behavior from people. Okay. Don't do that, because you are in complete control over your own value. You're the one who puts the value on yourself. And when you allow people to treat you like this, you're telling the world that you have no value, and that is just not acceptable, because you do. You are worth more than this. Okay, moving on. The challenge here, the challenge position, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse, and we have the 9 of Coins. Again, there's that power imbalance. There's disharmony there. There is just things you cannot overcome. Okay, there's just, again, that same energy I was getting from the 4 of Cups and the Star. There's just some things you can't overcome. Things are just not meant to be. They're not meant to be. But again, I feel the insecurities and the financial aspect here, the imbalance financially. Your partner has more money, and they do not let you forget it. I keep feeling that. And I feel like you wanting your own independence as well. Like you're getting kind of tired of that shit. You're getting tired of being looked down upon. And I do feel like they do look down upon you. And that is just bullshit. Such bullshit. Oh my God. How did you get wrapped up with this person? Like, for real. Like, what the hell were you thinking? Child. Oh my God. No, no, no. These people are not worth it. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I feel right here, the challenge is you need to make a change. That is your challenge. And it's possible that you live with this person or maybe had been staying with them. Maybe you needed to stay with them temporarily. I'm not sure. But I'm getting very strongly, if you are, it's time for a move. You need to find new accommodations. You don't belong with this person. This is a broken home. This is not something that is going to, it's not going to sustain you in the future. It's going away. This is a relationship going away, whether you like it or not, whether you're financially depending on this person or not. This relationship's going away. There is going to be a change, and I'm seeing that very clearly. But I also see here, it's interesting. I got this card. It says karmic ties, and it's all about being controlled by people. Okay, and this drive to finding your own power and how it's pushing you to find your own power because, you're getting tired of being controlled by somebody else. And I do feel like this King of Wands person, as charming, as lovely as he may seem on the outside, this person is very controlling of you, whether this is a male or female, because there's actually no gender here. It's just a masculine energy, which can be attributed to a female as well if they are more aggressive, have more of an aggressive type mentality and more of a stronger, harder type personality. And that's just what this person is. This person is very driven. But yeah, I feel like this person is also very controlling. They control the narrative of everything in your relationship. Okay, I do feel like you're stifled a lot by even the narrative. I honestly, I even feel as if this person, it is possible that this person doesn't even want you to, at the beginning, didn't even want you telling your friends that you were dating. Like, you would say, "Oh, you're my boyfriend or girlfriend," and they'd be like, don't put a label on us. No, I don't want that label. Like, they've been telling you from the get-go how they really feel about you, and you just haven't listened. I guess because they're exciting. They were giving you excitement, vacations and stuff, and unfortunately, you kind of sold yourself out on that. Oh, God. Okay, sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but yeah, it does feel like you kind of sold yourself short. Yeah, again, this person's charming, so they were probably convinced you in one way or another to lower your standards. But that's what I'm feeling. You just lowered your standards for a charming face, someone who had money, somebody who was exciting, and they treated you like shit in return. But they did it in a way that was very cunning and kept you there because they wanted to use you for what they could get out of you for as long as they could. God, what ugh. Get away from this person. Jesus. Ugh. Sorry. Damn. Water sign. What the hell? Okay. Sorry. I just feel like, this arrogant little shit. What are you doing with this person? The fuck? Good God. Okay. Solutions. Solution's pretty easy. 6 of Swords, Ace of Wands. Move the fuck on. That is, I don't know how much more clear you gotta get. Move the fuck on and find somebody else that is going to give you what you want, that love and that passion and that future that you're looking for, because this person is not going to do it for you. It is very clear that is your solution. And I do feel like, you might be someone who attracts people easily to you. I think you may be a very attractive person physically. And so I don't think it's going to be hard for you to find a replacement. I just think that you had a moment of lack of, a weakness. You have a moment of weakness. And maybe you bought into the materialism of this guy. Cut that shit out, okay? Seriously, I do feel like maybe that the materialism, the stars in your eyes type thing blinded you to the certain realities, and you accepted accepted just garbage, which you don't deserve, which you shouldn't be deserving. But again, you put your own value on yourself. You basically told this person you're not worth it. And so they're treating you how you allow them to treat you. And that's the unfortunate part. Highly recommend don't do that shit with your next relationship. Put your own value higher than where what you did with this one. Learn a lesson from this. You know, I'm just gonna say this. So again, you put your own value on you. Okay. How do you think about how you treat things that you pay a lot of money for? Okay, versus things that are cheaply come by. Okay, you're going to treat somebody or something, let's say I don't know, like a vase from Tiffany's or something like that. You're going to treat that with care, right? You're going to be tender with it. You're going to make sure you're going to make sure it's clean, make sure it's dusted, you make sure nothing's going to knock it over or whatever. And it's going to be handled. If you move it, it's going to be like wrapped in like bubble wrap to the umpteenth power versus like, I don't know, like a cheap vase you got from like the Dollar General. You know, you're not going to treat those things the same, right? Because, and what's the difference? They're both glass, right? But it's because you put value on that product from Tiffany's. Somebody somewhere put a greater value on that same glass vase, the same function. But because they put higher value on it, you in turn treat it better. Okay, even if you got both of those items for free, you're still going to treat that Tiffany's item better because somebody put value on it right off the bat. I hope this all makes sense to you. So my advice, this is basically it. Like, nobody's going to treat you like you're worth something when you are giving yourself out there, putting yourself out there and giving yourself away, giving it away like it's worth nothing. Okay? They're going to treat you the way that you present yourself. You can present yourself as that Tiffany vase that is worth a lot, that is precious, that should be cherished and handled with care and, you know, kept for decades and given down to your grandchildren, so on and so forth. Or you can tell the person that you're worth about as much as that Dollar General freebie. It's up to you how you value yourself. You're the one who puts the value on you. And I feel like you did not value yourself. You didn't put the value on yourself. And therefore, this person did not either. And therefore, this relationship is doomed. You can't go back and put value on yourself after the fact. Sorry. It doesn't work that way. This connection is done. It's ruined. It's never going to make it. It's time to move on. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I hope that you understand that. I hope that message gets to the right person because I feel like someone who's going to hear this really needs to hear this. Okay? So please understand that. Okay, outcome. We've got the Magician and we have the Eight of Cups together. Guys, whenever you get this combination, this is a very powerful message that's coming through, okay? This is an important message. This is, hey, pay attention. This is important. And that message there is very clear. It is time to take charge of your life. It is time to let go of what is no longer serving you, which is that King of Wands and that mentality that you've had in your head here recently. Okay? It's time to get rid of that mentality. Okay? It's time to let go of those things and move the fuck on. Yeah. God, that is coming through so hard. It's time to let go. You know, this, you can do better. That just came through. You can do better. You can do better. Why are you settling for this? My God. Okay. Yeah. yeah, I got this one card. It says, I've watched you grow, change and grow so much. I'm trying to release my attachment to identity so I can change too. So that's you. Like, you need to change who you are from the get-go. And I do feel like there's some new stuff coming for you. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here that came out in my oracles. And I do feel like this is a new cycle for you, okay? This is all about a new cycle. It's letting go of the old and welcoming in something new. And again, I do feel like you are an attractive person. I feel like there's going to be another love offer that will come in almost immediately. You're not going to have to wait very long, okay? But you do need to disentangle yourself from this person, because that person will continue to block you, whether you're together with this person or not. Because of your attachment to them. And again, you kind of wanting that. I still want that lifestyle. Let that shit go. Okay? Seriously, let that shit go. It's coming from a place of arrogance. Honestly, it's kind of like, it's a materialistic mentality. That's what I'm feeling. Like, let go of that materialism, because that's the only thing that was really holding you there. You liked the fancy stuff that this person gave you, or could afford you, like the trips and stuff. You liked that. You liked the feeling of being this person's, person. You liked being connected to this person, because this person is very charismatic. This person is very important in whatever they do, whatever field of work they're in. They're important and they have status, and you liked having that status. Materialism, honey. Let that shit go, okay? You need to find someone who's going to treat you better and that you're going to actually have a decent, happy relationship with. Or you're going to be doomed to keep repeating this cycle with whoever else comes into your life, okay? If you even get there, because you can block your own progression by trying to hold on to expectations that are unrealistic in relationships that are just already doomed, okay? All right, so bottom of the deck here, this is the underlying message here. We've got the Ace of Swords. Again, finding clarity, making decisions. And I do feel like if this is a moving on because of the, with all of this going on, seeking the truth and seeing the truth of in yourself. I feel like you need to find your own inner truth and the truth of what this relationship really was, what it really consisted of, okay? And I think part of you thinks, oh, if this was love, oh my gosh, I love this person. No, you didn't. You didn't love this person, and they didn't love you. Let's just be fucking for real for what this was. This was a good time. It wasn't meant to be longer than what it is. So it's time to let go. It's time to find your balance. It's time to find worth within yourself so that you can present yourself to the next person and maybe possibly find a relationship that's worth having and cultivating and growing with. Okay? All right. So, Akashic Records. I've got a couple messages from the universe here. First one I have here is have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay, yet still you must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Interesting. I like that. That goes very well with this reading, actually. The second one I have here is reflection. You're being asked to reflect on your recent choices, and that's the fucking truth. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to the soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. Okay, I think that's pretty fitting. And you know what? I went ahead and did one more favor. Drew one more card for you. This is from my favorite a deck that's becoming my favorite. One of my favorites, because it's fun. It's for my fuck it deck. And this one says, Angel of Fresh Air says, open your windows and let the shit out. I couldn't have said that better. All right, water signs. I hope that you take whoever this is meant for. You'll know who you are, okay? When you hear it, you'll know who you are because you've been doing this foolishness and you know it. I hope you take it to heart and you make the changes that you need to make. Because if not, I just do see you having a world of heartbreak and hurt, and just, it's time to let shit go. This ain't going anywhere, and you deserved better than what you've been giving yourself and what you have allowed your partner to give you. So it's time. And please, by all means, put a little fucking value on yourself, for God's sakes. People, really, have a little bit more self-respect and dignity, okay? Okay, so let's get a couple letters pertaining to this reading. All right, got my pendulum here, and let's see what we got. All right, Spirit, please give me a couple letters pertaining to this particular reading. What do we got for us? I have the letter J. Okay, what else do we have? I have the letter A coming through. All right, what else do we have? I have the letter, looks like S, the letter S. One more, please, Spirit. One more letter that would pertain, please. And the letter V. All right. Guys, as always, be blessed. Bless others. Take care.